my name is Cadet Watts, and today I will be doing a platoon Opord brief for an attack. So our task roll call for today, we'll have our platoon sergeant, RTO, medic, assault 1 and 2, security and support, and we'll also have assistance from UCO Bronco Battalion. Our timeline for this mission includes that we will arrive at the FOB and occupy 360 security no later than 15:30. We will then leave for our leader's recon no later than 15:50, and there I will establish the got roll with the platoon sergeant. Then, once we return, we will move toward the objective no later than 16:20 and initiate fires no later than 16:45. And we will be on the objective no longer than 10 minutes because the enemy can arrive within 15 to 20. The baseline situation is that SAPA, the South Etropian People's Army, are trying to create a logistics center to supply small arms and ammo to their. So our area of interest is right here. This is Etropia, with our AO Red Warrior being right here, and Objective Corona being inside of that. So our objectives and fields of fire, there will be possible vehicular and foot traffic because of the surrounding areas and the surrounding roads. And we'll also have, there are multiple avenues of approach. So the key terrain includes our FOB, which is located 1,200 meters northeast of the objective. On grid coordinate, prepare to copy, 14 Sierra Papa Echo, 3638-3504. And our patrol base, which is also near it, on grid, prepare to copy, 14 Sierra Papa Echo, 363784-4604. So the obstacles include a large radio tower, therefore there could be some wires in the surrounding area. And we also, for cover and concealment, there's vegetation surrounding, so that could provide for cover and concealment. So, for our weather, we have possible 30 miles per hour winds with 9 miles of visibility, precipitations at 10%, and we also have 72 degrees, 10% for cloud coverage, and 55%. So it's going to be pretty warm. You could still bring wet weather gear just in case, but we might not need it. For civil, so the areas in our ice scope, we have AO Red Warrior. The population is 1 million. They are likely to house enemy fires and are not friendly to U.S. forces. We have our structures, single-family domiciles located around the area, and they are likely to stage enemy fighters as well. For our capabilities, the civilians will supply the enemy with Class 1 supplies, and the medical facilities are highly stressed because of a current pandemic going in their area. The sporting teams unite people, and the high-value target will likely be in the area, and civilian journalists will be present using the following kinetic engagements. We also have events with the recent budget approvals. There are big technological advances. So far what we know about the enemy, they likely have 2 team-size elements organized into 2 to 3 personnel. They have dark clothing, not a specific uniform. They also maintain small arms on each individual, and they are likely to do suicide tactics if necessary. And they will arrive at the AO within 20 minutes once decisively engaged. So the enemy will likely fight using a hasty defense going toward Objective Corona, and they will do that with 60mm mortars to degrade the U.S. forces in their movement toward Objective Corona. Their purpose is they're trying to stop us from gaining influence over larger forces in the area. These are some possible enemy pictures and the possible looks of their small arms. It's very close to U.S. arms. So the task and the purposes of this is to destroy the enemy personnel on the assigned objective, that is for Assault 1 and 2. For security, they are to provide an early warning for us, and for support, it's to initiate it and help us gain freedom of maneuver. So the purpose of the enemy to do this mission is that they want to deny the U.S. to influence a larger conventional area, and they will attempt to do this by using a hasty defense. So for our higher unit, we have Alpha Company, and they are going to be doing combat operations around the area to help prevent the enemy from gaining control. Then we have 1st Platoon, that was us. We're going to be conducting the attack over there. 2nd Platoon will be doing operations for indirect logistics operations to the north of the objective. And then we have 3rd Platoon, they're conducting controls to the south of the objective. Okay, so It'll be first platoon, and we are going to be conducting an attack no later than 1650 on the 19th of April 2020 on Objective Corona, which is right over here, in order to deny communications and gain freedom of maneuver. So the commander's intent is to deny anti-coalition forces freedom of maneuver, and we would also confirm or deny PAR and not be conducted. My intent for this mission is that we will conduct an attack and be prepared for follow-on mission. For this mission is we should be able to conduct the mission and then perform specialty tasks after. Some key tasks include destroying enemy command nodes and denying freedom of maneuver. So for the course of action statement, we have the purpose of this mission is to perform an attack on Objective Corona. We will do this by conducting an attack in the AO. The decisive point is the radio tower because this is where the high value target has placed his information for releases. We will accept risk by being in the large open areas, but we will mitigate it by being vigilant and following the plan as necessary. Critical to this mission is eradicating the enemy and gaining control of the area. So our con-op, we have a preparation phase and an execution phase. For preparation phase, we'll be doing pre-combat checks, which is, PCCs, PCIs, and the team leaders for overseas. Then we will have the execution phase. This is where we're going to engage the enemy, clear the objective, and make our way back to the FOB. So, our scheme of maneuver, this is a 7-phase operation. For phase 1, it's pre-mission readiness. For phase 2, we're going to have the leader's recon. For phase 3, we're going to establish security. Phase 4, establish support. Phase 5, establish assault 1 and 2. Phase 6, actions on the objective. And phase 7, reconsolidate and reorganize. And I will go into all these phases in detail in a moment. So, here we are for this terrain model presentation. Right now we are in phase 1, pre-mission readiness. So we're all at the FOB conducting PCCs, PCIs, and getting ready for actions on the objective. We, pretty soon we're going to be leaving for the leader's recon, and I will be taking my RTO, my medic, my Assault 1 squad leader, Assault 2 squad leader, and myself, and the support and security squad leaders. I will be leaving the Gatwa with the platoon sergeant, and we will be leaving. So, we're going to make our way for our leader's recon over here to the objective. We're going to get there in a fire team wedge. Then once we return, we'll start making our way to the objective as a whole. So we're going to go ass backwards. So we're going to move there, and then I'm going to have my security going first. Then we'll do support, then assault, and I'll have myself there, and we're going to have the platoon sergeant stay back and be conducting 360 security. Next, okay, so we're going to move as a unit. I'm going to in place security there. No, sorry. Security here. Then we're going to have the support there. Assault 1 and 2 here, and I will be moving with them there. Then we're going to have support initiate the fire, and then once they initiate it, we will all follow suit. This begins with the violence phase, which we will stay in for 8 minutes because we can't exceed 10, and we've already spent 2 minutes on the silence phase, and we still have to return. So then once they do that, we're going to have shift fire, which will be 3 whistles after we make contact. Then we're going to have lift fire, which will be 3 short whistles. And then once we do that, we're going to have security and support move their way up to the objective, hit their LOA, which they will call out vocally. Then we're going to have assault and myself move our way up to the objective, which we will call out vocally. Then once we do that, we're going to go ahead and begin specialty teams and calling out lace reports, which they will all report back to the RTO. So then we're going to go with EPW and aid and litter. And then once we do that, we can all start going ass forward back to the FOB. So that will be assault and me. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to stay behind. And then we're going to have support go, and then security stay as well. Then once they start making their way back and we all start moving forward, we will make our way there. And then Aiden literally will be coming back to, and so will EPW. We will have demo be last to clear off the objective, and then the platoon sergeant will count us all back in. Okay, so this concludes my brief. Do I have any questions?